We are back, and I hope you guys are excited because I am. It is New Year's Eve. We're going to close out 2024, and we're going to talk about a couple games today, and I hope this video finds you well. Appreciate all of you tuning in, spending time with TBM Sports on a busy, busy holiday. I'm sure you guys have plans tonight. If you are ringing in the New Year's, please stay safe out there. That goes to betting as well. There's much more to life than betting. Please keep that in mind always, and don't do anything stupid, right? Uber is just a phone call away. Just please remember that. And, there's always horror stories on New Year's, and it's a great time to celebrate. And we have football to do so as well. So let's get this game underway. And then obviously we can ring in the new year with the ball dropping across the globe at midnight, where it's a very exciting time to be alive. And I am geared up, ready. Spent basically all day yesterday compiling not just the Lions 49ers picks that we did pretty well on, but the whole month of December, we've been kind of cashing in an insane rate if you go back and look at it. And I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys, so I know you guys are cashing tickets, and that's what it's all about. But guys, please stay safe out there. All right, but let's break it down. I am going to talk briefly about the Baylor LSU game because I do have a play in it. Also, Penn State, Boise, that's what we're here for. The Fiesta Bowl, State Farm Stadium, 7:30 kickoff. And we're going to talk about some disrespect. So let's get down into it. Like I said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. We give out free picks daily. We have an exciting Discord with a lot of great community members as well. Also, if you want to become a channel member here at TBM Sports, $9.99 a month. All it does is give you access to me pretty much whenever you want on Discord. I do give preference to all of my channel members as always, and that's kind of where I stand. So these are free picks. All I ask, though, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and please feel free to let me know what you guys think and what you'll be on for these contests, okay? So let's get into Outlier. That's what we came here to do. Also, if you want to sign up with Outlier, there's a link down below. 7-day free trial. Quite frankly, guys, on any given night, saves me hundreds of dollars, not overpaying for bets. Also, the time, if you're trying to live bet, it automatically refreshes. You don't want to be caught up in the whole game where you're logging into accounts, you're trying to search for the best number available. But outside of that, guys, there's more to it. Insights, the prop values, EV, really a huge database within statistics that saves me probably 2-3 hours a day, I think, outside of just Googling things. So Outlier, links down below if you want to get involved. 7-day free trial. It essentially pays for itself, okay? But let's look at some of the insights from this game tonight, and that's where we're going to dive into the over, okay? The over is hit in 4 of the last 5 games that Boise has been an underdog in. Also, Boise is 0-5 in their last 5 games as an underdog. Now, full disclosure, I'm just going to give you guys straight what I feel about this game. I think there's a lot of disrespect, okay? We're going to talk about a lot of talking points and some common opponents, if you will, where we do break this all down, and I'll give you guys kind of where I'm at on the side in total. And if you're able to bet props, player props in the state that you're located, fine. But I don't really do that too much in college football anyway, so I'm not going to get into that too much. But on the field that I have for the side in total, I'll tell you guys, I do favor Boise State, and I do favor the under. Okay, and we're going to talk about that right now in this video. Let's look at the actual games. And before we do it, like I said, guys, I was going to share with something. I am on the side of Baylor right now, -3.5. This number has kind of climbed a little bit. The Baylor money line is a bet that I really do like in terms of the bowl season. If you want to talk about it a little bit more so in depth, it's flipped. Okay, I think that Garrett Nussmeier, the injuries, also the backup quarterbacks are injured, and now that we look at Baylor, one of the hotter teams in the second half of the season, I think that with the LSU Tigers and what they're losing from a transfer portal and NLI kind of standpoint, I think that LSU really won't have the motivation to play this game. We saw Baylor dismantle Kansas back on November 30th, 45-17. Really a big data point, too, for me. I think that we get a lot of points in this contest, and I think that Baylor does get it done and gets the win. Not too keen about the 3.5. If we can get Baylor -3, I like that quite a bit. But for me and my money, guys, I am all over the Baylor Bears and the over. It's one of my favorite games of the bowl season that I'm going to be betting, Baylor and the over, okay? But as we talk about Penn State and Boise, what we came here to talk about, and full disclosure, I will have a video later on today, if not early tomorrow morning, where I do release my picks for the 3 playoff matchups that we do have on tomorrow. So make sure you have that notification bell turned on so you do get those picks. But within Boise and Penn State, for me, guys, this is kind of where I'm on Boise, okay? I'm probably the only person that does like them. I lean Boise, but my play for me, guys, is going to be on the under 54.5. That's kind of my consensus play. Boise, I think it's sheer disrespect. Talk about a team that was able to basically, in my opinion, they should have beat Oregon. But what we saw with Penn State as they played Oregon, losing 45-37 Big Ten championship. I kind of look at this game as being a very interesting kind of common opponent thread, right? If we talk about it, anybody who watched Penn State, Oregon, that game was basically over with. Oregon took their foot off the gas, and Penn State looked horrible, okay? Penn State was also a 3.5-point underdog to Oregon. And as we talk about Boise able to cover against Oregon, I think that they get a lot of disrespect. It's all centered around Ashton Jeanty. Everybody kind of thinks that Penn State and their attacking defense and how stout they are in the box, that they're going to just load the line of scrimmage up and they're going to handle Ashton Jeanty and they're going to allow him to, I guess you'd say, not allow him to be, in some people's opinions, the Heisman Trophy winner. I think he has a great game, but is that enough? Okay. Also, I do think Boise does a lot more than just have Ashton Jeanty. I'm a big fan of their tight end play. Opens up a lot of things downfield, intermediate passing over the middle. Penn State, for my money, they have a lot of great defensive players. They have an outstanding kind of hybrid tight end, fullback, running back position player that they have one of my favorite players in college football. But I think there's more to this than just the 11 points. Now, if we talk about it, we are seeing a lot of people bet Boise. That number has fallen a little bit. At one point, it was, you can find 12s. Now it's at 11. I think that we talk about Boise 11-1 on the season. If Penn State would have played Boise's schedule, I know how bad it is. But that matchup against Oregon, and albeit it was a different Oregon team, Oregon is a whole different team than they were when they played Boise. Okay, so for me, my money, guys, like I said, I'm on the under, and I do think that Boise, if I had to give you guys a lean on the side, I'm taking the points, right? This is a great teaser leg, in my opinion. A lot of people out there calling for Penn State just to absolutely blow Boise out. I think that, they're using SMU as a data point, how they were able to stifle that offense at home. A couple things about that. It was freezing cold, and it was a noon whiteout, okay? Or if it wasn't noon, it was earlier. It was an earlier game. It was a daytime night out, so it doesn't really apply. But I do think this is a whole different script, right? We get them on turf. Boise has played that role. You get those kind of vibes from back the 2006 game against Oklahoma. That's kind of the Boise State I feel. Granted, Chris Peterson's not the head coach, and it's a whole different song and dance, but I think it's all the same. I think that we get a lot of smash mouth football, old school Big Ten style of play, a lot of running of the football, and I just don't really see Penn State moving the football as easily as they did against other opponents. I think this is going to be kind of a hard-fought under game. 54.5 is too many points for me. I'm fine betting the under. If I lose the bet, I lose the bet. But that's the side I'm going to be on. That's my best bet for tonight. Also, I do lean towards taking the points with Boise. I think it's sheer disrespect, and I'm not a big James Franklin guy personally. So that's what it comes down to. James Franklin, 5-14 against top 15 opponents. He doesn't really win the big games, and that's kind of where you look at it. In this career, his arrogancy. I think that this lends towards the argument that Boise might come fresh off a bye, have a lot of things up their sleeve. We're going to see a lot of trick plays in this game. I can guarantee you that. Probably both sides. We get at least a couple flea flickers, potentially even a couple fake punts, fake field goals, all that good stuff. It's going to be an exciting game. I just hope we get it on the field where it is a close, hard-fought battle, and we do get Boise winning in a low-scoring affair, or at least covering, not winning. Okay, and that's kind of where I'm at. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Ashton Jeanty finds some running room. But that's the angle that I'm shooting. And I do like Boise quite a bit. I think that's too high of a number, more than 10 points. I think that's a lot of respect for James Franklin and a lot of disrespect for Boise. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not a big fan of Drew Allar as well. So Boise kind of has a very underrated defense because of the strength of schedule that they have, but we've seen them play in some very hard-fought battles that they were able to become victorious. And their only loss on the season, coming to the Oregon Ducks, is a data point. Granted, it's a different Oregon team, but still, they arguably should have beat Oregon. So I'm on the Broncos. So that's my lean. Also favor the under. That'll be my official play for this game. Appreciate you guys watching. Good luck out there with your picks. Make sure you guys subscribe for more. Smash that like button, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow as we break down the exciting matchups we have as we ring in the new year. Appreciate it. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.